Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be trying a study with me. I've never done one of these videos before, but I thought that since it's the new year I would try a different type of video. So happy new year, by the way. So I basically had a study afternoon today because I had a lot of homework to do before I go back to school, because as usual I procrastinated and left it all till the last minute. Typical me. So if you do enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you are new, and let's get into it. So at some point mid-January when we go back to school, we actually have our BTEC sport exam, like our actual one for GCSE. Apparently some schools do it in year 10 just to get it out of the way for year 11. Then the rest of the PE/BTEC sport lessons become like a free period where we can revise for other subjects. So we were given a revision guide and a revision workbook to go through over the Christmas holidays, and we were also given like a timetable for what to do each day, and then we had rest days, which was like Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, everything like that. But I think most people did leave it till the last minute like I did, and honestly I did kind of regret this because it was much more to do than I thought it was. But as you can see, I'm just going through the revision guide now, highlighting all of the important information whilst trying to like take it in. But obviously most of the topics in this book we have already learned in class, so it literally was just revision. But some of the topics we didn't have time to learn before we broke up from school, so I was like teaching myself towards the end of the booklet and trying to take in as much of it as I could, because it was the first time that I'd ever heard of some of it. None of us are sure exactly when the exam is. We just got told it was sometime in January, so I'm hoping that we do have some lessons before the exam to go over the things that we didn't actually like physically get taught in class, because I don't know, I just felt like it was quite a lot of pressure and stress for me to have to teach half of the booklet to myself, because we haven't like learnt about it before. But if we don't, then we don't, we'll just have to see what happens. Then switched over to the revision workbook, which is basically where you put everything you have just revised into practice. So it has like exam style questions and everything, and you just have to try your best to answer them without looking back at your revision guide, which I did do a couple of times. And I do apologise for my really messy handwriting. When I open one of my books later, you might see how my handwriting actually is, but obviously like when you're just revising, as long as you can read it, it doesn't really matter. So I was kind of just like rushing through this, and it's only me that's ever going to have to read it, so I wasn't worried about my handwriting. As well as in the revision guide, I do actually like to highlight some of the key points in the workbook, just in case when I'm flicking back through it I want to like remind myself of the key points that I forgot or anything like that really. So I'm now just doing a question about the skin fold test, where I had to use a graph to interpret some results, which I found quite easy, and I was glad about that because we haven't used one of these in class yet.
My story, these places change me, each one replacing, like night into morning.
After about 2 hours, I finally finished my PE revision, so I'm just going on to doing a tiny bit of English revision. So I got out my sheet about Blood Brothers, which we studied at the beginning of the year, and A Christmas Carol, which we are still studying now, and I basically just went over some of the notes on the sheet just to remind myself about like the context, the plot, the themes, and everything that you study when you study a text in English basically.
Where the heart is, 'cause I'm better off this way, moving to better.
So now I'm getting out my maths homework, which I never look forward to doing. I do actually struggle quite a lot in maths, and it doesn't help because I don't really like my teacher. She's not a very approachable person, so I don't feel like I can go and ask her for help. And because I haven't done maths in over 2 weeks now, I struggled on the third question, and I'm pretty sure I got that wrong.
Where the heart is.
I then went to go and get some Maltesers because I was getting really bored and I lost a lot of motivation. And when I came back, I was just eating those while looking through my book to see if I could find help for the question I was stuck on. And then I carried on with some of the other questions. I know I really didn't do very well with this homework.
I made it this far beyond where you are, and I'll keep on growing.
Then got onto the back of the worksheet and oh my god, this question stressed me out so much. I went from like writing something to crossing it out to rewriting it because I thought it was right again, then I crossed it out again, then I looked through my book and couldn't find any help, so I kind of just half gave up.
Guess I'm better off alone, never know when I'll get home.
Last question was something we haven't even learnt in class yet, so I just had a go and then I ended up clearing all of my stuff away and I went on to getting my laptop out to do some of my Bedrock learning homework. So we basically had to do at least 2 lessons on Bedrock in the holidays and I'd already done 2, so this was my 3rd one and I go back to school tomorrow, so yeah, I've done 3. So if you don't know what Bedrock Learning is, it's basically a website that a lot of schools use and it helps you to improve your vocabulary. So it has like different lessons that you have to go through on there, and we had to do at least 2 lessons in the holidays and you have to leave 2 days between each lesson. So that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you are new. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more study with me and I will see you next time. Bye!